Hello everyone, let's go into the next task. In this task, we are going to increase the complexity of our solutions and we'll try to understand what are integrations. Now, you only with UiPath will not be able to solve too many things, but if you are able to integrate UiPath with other tools that you already have, you will be able to increase your productivity a lot. And here is what we are going to do. We are going to create a new project and we are going to create a new spreadsheet activity. In that spreadsheet activity, we will pass in the variables or pass in some values so that we'll create a sheet. Once we have created a sheet, this is a task for you. You need to create your name or you need to write your name in the A1 cell of your sheet. So that's your task. Let's go ahead and write the code. Create a new project. In this project, create a Google Sheet is the name that I'm going to give and click on create. Once you are in the canvas, go ahead and click here, and there are multiple activities of Google that you can work with. Just go ahead and search Google and you will be able to find a lot of activities like the calendar activities, drive activities, as well as sheet activities. For now, we are going to use spreadsheet activities. In that, create spreadsheet is what I'm going to use. I don't have any sheet or I don't have a sheet here, and I want to create a sheet using UiPath. We are in the canvas, click on plus, and then there will be create spreadsheet activity. If you don't find it, just go ahead and search for create spreadsheet and just try to make sure this is a Google Workspace activity. Click on create spreadsheet. Now when you are connecting for the first time, it will ask you to connect to your Google Drive. So there are two things or two connections that we need to make. First one is to connect to your Google Drive so that the file gets to create, or you're giving access for UiPath to create a file. And the second one is a sheet access where you want to write data into the sheet. Let's go ahead and see how we can do it. Connect to Google Drive and it's asking permission. I already have my Google signed in or Gmail signed in. If you haven't signed in, it will ask you for a prompt to sign in. Just go ahead and allow. Click on connect. UiPath is asking for acceptance to write in Google Drive. Now I can click on continue. Once I have provided it, I can see connect to Google Drive, connect, click on hash it now. This is my ID. Click on continue. Once that is done, you will be given a unique ID. So this unique ID is something that will help UiPath to connect to Google Drive, or it is like an identifier for UiPath. Don't change anything in here, but here you will be able to see all the folders that are there in your Google Drive. For now, I'm going to create it in my drive, save. And this is the spreadsheet name that it wants us to give. I'm going to give vajrangtalks, and this is my sheet one. So Web Studio. So this is my sheet name or the workbook file name. Let's go ahead and see what are the other details that we have. In the additional options, we have input, and here we are going to have sheet name. If you want to keep it as is, you can keep it as is, but if you want to change it, you can also change it. If the spreadsheet already exists, don't replace is what it's telling. But if the spreadsheet is not available, then you can also create it as a separate file. You can auto rename, you can replace it. So these are the other options that you have. For now, I'm going to use don't replace, or I can just use replace. It doesn't make any difference because I don't have a sheet with name vajrang.org web studio. And this is the output and this is the variable that it's going to generate. And let's go ahead and click on run so that this will execute. So once all the activities are executed successfully, in my Google Sheets, you will be able to see the Google Sheet that's created. There is no information in this particular sheet for now. And the sheet is created with sheet name, sheet one. And let's go back, and there is a simple task that I have assigned for you. I have asked you to work on this task. Write your name in sheet one of this sheet. Here, I want you to write your name over here. Pause this video, try to find an answer. If you are not able to find, just go ahead and continue this video. For now, I have already created this sheet. What I will do is there is an activity called write cell activity. And this right cell activity is again a Google Sheet activity. Click on the right cell. And here, as I have mentioned, the initial connection that I have created is for Google Drive. That's helping me to create a sheet. But to work with sheets or to work with workbooks, you need to have one more connection to the Sheets API. Click on connect to Google Sheets, and it's asking me for approval. Go ahead and approve and select the ID that you want to approve access for. Click on continue. Once it is created, you will be able to see the changes. I got the changes updated, and it's asking me to update sheet name. This is the spreadsheet name and the named range. All I can do here is to get the spreadsheet over here that I have already created. Just go ahead and click on this folder symbol, double click on drive. Here you will be able to see the sheet that's already created. Click on this Web Studio and save. Once we have assigned the value, if you can see, the sheet name is already updated over here, that is sheet 1. And if I have more sheets, it will be able to show me more sheets here. For now I have only one sheet, and in the cell I can give where exactly I want to write it. Example A1 or A2 or A3. I want to write it in here, that is A1. Let's go ahead and add a value called A1. And what I want to write, I want to write my name, that is Vajrang. Now all the errors are removed. Let's go ahead and click on run. If it already has a sheet, it will replace it with a new file or a new sheet. And the right cell is also successful. Let's go ahead and see if we have the information or not. This is the file that's created new, and this is the name that I have. For verification, what we can do is we'll write one more value and we'll see. Let's add one more right cell activity at the bottom. Click on continue. So it's showing an error stating that multiple items with the same name already existing, and it's throwing an error. Let's go ahead and hit on stop. Let's go ahead and add some more values into A2. Let's see how that can be done. Click on this one and same right cell, and we can actually use the previous fields values. And this is vajrang.org web studio. If you see here, this is my shared drive, and in this is the file that I have. Click on OK, and then in the cell I'm going to use the cell A2. This is the cell that I want to add, and this is vajrang.org is my website, and click outside. Now to initially check create spreadsheet option, though it's throwing an error, what I will do is, since I have already created it, I'll just go ahead and comment it out. To comment an activity, click on the three dots and you can use disable. Now this is disabled and you will not be able to create one more sheet again. Click on run. Now this is writing some values, and let's go ahead and see what values if it is writing. This right cell is completed. This right cell is also completed. Now we have two values that's updated. So this is how you can integrate UiPath with Google Sheets. Go ahead and let me know in the comments what are the other activities or what are the different use cases that you can do with it. And if you have any questions on how to do this, go ahead, feel free to comment in the video. Hey amazing viewers, hope you are loving our content. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now.